Wow, I've really been rocking the Hufflepuff toque lately, haven't I? It's cold out. So I would just like to take this time to acknowledge the fact that I read 5 books in January. 5! That's right, 5! In 1 month! That's a lot for me. And the 5th book was Matched by Ali Condi. So I'm gonna start off by saying that I actually didn't hear too much about this book before picking it up. I heard only a few people talk about it, and those few people had very different opinions about it. I heard a few people say they hated it, and a few people say they loved it. I was right in the middle. I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was awesome. So, because of that, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. Matched takes place in a future world where everything you do is monitored and controlled. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Not just who you're marrying, but also where you work, when you have spare time, and what you can do on your spare time, when you eat, what you eat, everything. Even your dreams are sometimes monitored. It's kind of a pretty blah world. You don't get a say in anything. They tell you where to go, what to do, when to jump. And no one has a problem with it, except for Cassia. She kind of starts to think, maybe there's a problem with this. It all starts off at the beginning during her matching ceremony, or whatever it's called, which is when you find out who you're going to marry and have children with, and it turns out that it is her best friend, which is great. She's super excited about that. But then the next day, when she is looking at this futuristic card that has her match's information on it, because she's all like, oh, yay, I'm matched with my best friend, I must look at him on my card. It turns out some other guy shows up and then disappears, and she's like, what? What is happening? And that basically just kind of causes a chain of events because she's interested now in this guy that randomly showed up on her card for a second. And she wants to know why that happened. And then she kind of becomes interested in this other guy because now she sees this other guy and it makes her question basically everything about the society. I can see why the people who didn't like it. It was a very slow moving story and pretty much nothing happened in it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice, calming read. It was kind of one of those books where I really kind of just felt like reading 1 chapter before I went to bed. Like, oh, I'm gonna read a little bit before bed now. It wasn't like, oh my god, I have to keep reading, but I enjoyed it when I did pick it up. I really liked the flow. I also really liked the writing style. I thought it was really pretty. What I didn't like about it is that it was pretty cliche. It was pretty predictable. And towards the end, when there was about 100 pages left, I did find it started to get a little boring. And I was just kind of like, oh my god, just be over. And literally, when there was like 8 chapters left, at the end of every chapter, I thought it was going to be the end of the book, and then there was another chapter, and I was like, oh my god, it's still not over? Oh my god, there's still another chapter. And so I think it could have been about probably 70 pages shorter. And also because in those last 70 pages where I just kept being like, oh my god, there's another chapter, it was really repetitive. She was just saying the same things over and over and over and over and over and over again. She didn't need to say it in 8 chapters. It was not necessary. So it was an enjoyable read. I think it could have been a little bit shorter, but it wasn't really anything spectacular, but I did definitely enjoy it. 3 out of 5 stars. Where basically Matched, and no one really questions it, except for the main character in the story whose name I am forgetting. Last book, the 5th book was Matched. Whoop! Whoop! Whoop!